Tommy, defeat for us today. In your eyes, what do you think went wrong for us out there?
Almost everything. I mean, I thought we actually started the game okay, and on another day, the 2 or 3 chances that Josh Barrett has nestle in the corner rather than going past the post. But I just felt we just lacked, I don't know what we lacked, but we'd be looking back at it and thinking, you know, there was a definite lack of quality on the ball from our point of view. But, you know, got to give Wealdstone credit. I think they've come here and they've worked at our weakness, which we know where that is. And they've exploited us. They've exploited us physically, and I think they've ran harder than us, and that's unforgivable. But we got to bounce back as quickly as we can. Play again on Tuesday, and then again another game Saturday. So the games will come thick and fast. We've got to get that out of our system as quickly as we can.
Well, they obviously got their goal late in the first half, and I think coming out in the second half, it just seemed a bit flat, didn't it? We couldn't really get through and break through Wealdstone's defence. Do you think that was a case of them setting up well, or just a bit of a lack of quality?
I thought they managed the game very well in the second half, in fairness to them, and the officials allowed them to do that, which was a bit galling for me, but I understand it. I would do the same thing. They've had an almost perfect away performance. You know, we were pushing and trying to get the equaliser, and then we make a real poor error at the edge of our own box, gift them the ball, and the game's done. So, yeah, it's a really, I can't mask it. It's a really disappointing day, performance, result, and I've never really stood here in front of you, Sam, and said that's not a reflection of what we do Monday to Friday, but that is not a reflection of us, and I'm really disappointed. I didn't even have to speak to them at half time. There was cups flying and all sorts. They were rowing with each other, so they knew, you know. And sometimes people have got to understand we're all pulling in the same direction up there, and everybody here, the vast majority of the 3,000 odd people, want us to win. We're the same. We are the same, and we'll do everything we can to win the next game. It's as simple as that.
Well, you know, if you say it's not what we do Monday to Friday, I know if you had the answer, it would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? But what do we then now do in Monday to Friday to try and get that in on the Saturday?
Well, we just have to look back and review what went wrong for us. Like you said, I'm not going to blame the referee for us losing the game, but there were some huge decisions that really went against us after each other. Bang, bang, bang. Penalty. I mean, I'm thinking about the 4 yellow cards that them 2 lads get, and certainly the first one from Dan. There's no contact with the player. I've seen it on the video. I don't know why he gets yellow carded for that one, and then he gets the ball banged at him from a yard and hits his hand. So again, is it a free kick if it's a handball? Fair enough, but it's not a yellow card because it's not like he's moved his hand to stop the ball, and it's also near enough on the halfway lane. So there's no, you know, there's not anything. It's not a major part of proceedings. So look, I'm not going to stand here and try and make excuses because we just weren't good enough, and that's down to me, and we'll put that right as quickly as we can.
Yeah, we've got the Hampshire Cup, haven't we, as a nice little exercise to get out there and maybe get some confidence in us. Always also a potential banana skin, isn't it? But then back to a tricky away tie up at Gateshead, isn't it? So it is a tough little schedule at the moment. But
this is a relentless and tough league. We said it last season. We rode a crest of a wave last year. We did really well, and probably set our bar a little bit high enough, you know, very, very early with the FA Cup run, and then how we managed to keep it going in the league. But we had different players then. People have got to understand that this is a different group, but they have no different aims than the players before them. And if them players go out the door and new players come in, we'll still have the same aims. And we've got to give the best version of ourselves we can every time we go out on a pitch, particularly at home. I've prided myself in, we haven't lost too many games at home since I came to the club, but that has really stuck in my craw.
And we've got to talk about the football, obviously, but we also probably should talk about what wasn't the football today, the remembrance service, and a bumper crowd today to come out and show for that. That's great, isn't it? And that's what this club is all about.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't have to make Churchillian speeches before games when you've got that. You know, and that's really even more, you know, perturbing for me because the occasion warrants a feisty, battling performance and. Like I said, we didn't need that for the first 20 minutes because we got a foothold in the game, and I thought we were going to go on and score a goal and probably go away with the game, but it didn't happen. And it was from no other reason than ourselves. You know, the lads on the pitch come from the level that they were playing at to a different level, and it's difficult to put your finger on. I'll have to look at the game back, but yeah, as you can probably tell, I'm really, really disappointed, and I do apologise. I don't apologise very often because supporters are supporters. That's what they do. They support the club, and I get it. But there were some harsh words thrown at us after the game, and I completely take them, and I listen to them. But what I will say is, I'm not doing anything different this year than I did last year. We've just got different people in the building.